Because, why are we going to be shorter? Because I'm tired. I've had a program today, a big program, and now there's a physical limitations. All right, we are ready to go. All right. Let's see if we have that song. So, everybody, let me free up some of the memory in here. All right, that should do it. So we will do an English song today in honor of Lord Chaitanya, if that's all right. This is a song written by one of my godbrothers, Mungul and Anda. And I'll try my best. Lord Chaitanya's moon is rising. No, it's not at all surprising. And we're singing in the street, telling everyone we meet we're going home. It's in honor of Gaura Purnima, of course. Lord Chaitanya's moon is rising. No, it's not at all surprising that we're singing in the street, telling everyone we're going home, telling everyone we're going home. There's a golden moon overhead now. We must serve Chaitanya somehow. He's the golden avatar. Spread the names of Krishna far to every town. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This world is dark and full of sorrow, but there will come a bright tomorrow when we sing the holy names in praise of He who came for everyone, for each and every one. Chaitanya's moon is rising. No, it's not at all surprising. And we're singing in the street, telling everyone we meet we're going home. Lord Chaitanya's moon is rising. No, it's not at all surprising. And we're singing in the street, telling everyone we're going home. There's a golden moon overhead. We must serve Chaitanya somehow. He's the golden avatar. Spread the names of Krishna far to every town. To every town. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Chaitanya's moon is rising. No, it's not at all surprising. And we're singing in the street, telling everyone we meet we're going home. We're going home. We're going home. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Haribo, oh, Haribo, Haribo. Okay. Jai Om Vishnu Pad, Paramahansa Paravidikacharya, also Teta, Satashi Shimad, His Divine Grace, Abhaya Charanada Bhaktivedanta Goswami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, ISKCON Founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrindi Ki Jai, Namacharya, Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Friends, say Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda Shidwade Gadadha, Shiva Siddhi Gaur Bhakta Vrindi Ki Jai, Shishi Radhakrishna, Gopi Gopinath, Sayam Akunda Radhakunda, Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Vrindavanam Ki Jai, Mathuranam Ki Jai, Jagadadha Sami Ki Jai, Yamunamai Ki Jai, Shrimati Lasi Devi Ki Jai, Samveda Bhakta Vrindi Ki Jai, Gaura Purnima, Hari Hari Bol. All glories the assembled devotees, all glories the assembled devotees, all glorious the assembled devotees, all glorious to Shri Guru and Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prastaya Budale, Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namani Namaste, Saraswati Devi, Gauravani Pacharani Nivashesha Shanyavadi, Paschatya Deja Tarni. Okay. So welcome to our class, or reading, of the Caitanya Bhagavat. Today we had a very nice program, and we may keep tonight's class a little short because I'm a little tired from the program today. It went on for 3 hours, Gaura Nityananda installation, and so many things happening in lecture, and some of it's available on my Facebook page and also YouTube page, if you want to look at any of the, or at least the lecture. Okay, so let's go. So, Om Gana Timidanda Shah Gananjana Shlakya Chakshur Meditam Yena Tasmai Shigavena Maha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who so kindly opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge while I was blinded in the darkness of ignorance. Okay. So let us share the screen and go back to the Chaitanya Bhagavat. Let's make sure I got that up on the screen somewhere. Chaitanya Bhagavat, there we go. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Share. All right. Oh. Let me move a few windows around and we'll be ready to go. Here we go. We're on the Majjhikanda, 15th chapter, text 33. You are the devotee of Lord Chaitanya and the personification of pure devotional service. You possess all the potencies of Lord Chaitanya. You are Lord Chaitanya's bed. Of course, this is referring to Ananta Shesh or Lord Nityananda or Balaram. You are Lord Chaitanya's bed, throne, couch, umbrella, and you are his life and wealth. There is no one more dear to Krishna than you. You are the source of Gaura Chandra's incarnations. Wow. Oh Lord, you deliver. So let me clarify that. So Balaram is the first expansion, or Nityananda is the first expansion of Krishna and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all the incarnations expand from him, or the avatars, or the parts of plenary portions. But Lord Chaitanya does not descend from Balaram. Balaram descends from Lord Chaitanya. Oh Lord, you deliver the fallen souls and you kill all the atheists. You protect all Vaishnavas and you teach the principles of Vaishnava Dharma. By your mercy, the demigod Brahma creates. You are served. Something's in the way here. You are served by Revati, Varuna, and Kanti. There are Balaram's energies, of course. Maharudra incarnated from your anger. Through him, you annihilate the entire creation. Rudra, who is non-different from Sankarshan, appeared from the face of Sankarshan and devours the three worlds through the fire of time. Even though you do everything, you do not do anything. You hold the Lord of innumerable universes within your heart. What does that mean? Even though you do everything, you do not do anything. I'll explain. Because everything happens by the Lord's desire. So he is saikshata. If he wants something, it happens. He doesn't have to do anything. With the rest of us, we got to do something. Krishna enjoys sleeping on your extremely soft and pleasing bed. I attack such a transcendental body. Of course, this is Madhai speaking. So there is no one more sinful than me. Throughout his life, Shiva worships this form with Parvati and 100 million ladies. Wow. By remembering this form, one is freed from all bondage, yet I made such a form bleed. Maharaj Chitraketu became the topmost Vaishnava and enjoyed great happiness by serving this form. Unlimited universes meditate on this form, yet I am so sinful that I attack this form. By serving this form, sages headed by Sanaka became free from bondage at Naimisharanya. Indrajit and Dvidvita were both vanquished because they attacked this form. In other words, Lakshman and Balaram. Of course, Dvidvita was Balaram. Jarasandha was destroyed because he attacked this form. How can I have any auspiciousness after attacking such a form? What to speak of attacking this form simply by insulting it? Rukmi, the brother of Krishna's wife, lost his life. That's when Balaram hit him on the head and killed him after the chess match. Even though Ramaharshana Sutta received a duration of life as long as that of Lord Brahma, he was burned to ashes because he did not rise on seeing you. Wow. Better offer obeisances to the deities when you come in the temple room, or when the Utsava Murtis go on parade. You better offer obeisances, or else you are curtains. King Duryodhana and his dynasty were almost destroyed for insulting you. By the arrangement of Providence, great devotees, that's in reference to when he was dragging Hastinapur to the Yamuna, because they were very upset. Like Kunti, Bhishma, Yudhisthira, Vidura, and Arjuna, who all understood your desire, were present there. The city of Hastinapur was saved by their words of solace. By insulting you, one's life is finished. So where will a most sinful person like me go? While offering prayers in this way, Madhai floated in an ocean of love. He fell down and took the Lord's feet to his chest. One will never be destroyed if he takes shelter of these lotus feet which manifest to deliver the fallen souls. Dear Lord, please deliver this surrendered soul. You are Madhai's life, wealth, and soul. All glory is to the son of Padmavati, that's Lord Nityananda. All glory is to Nityananda, the wealth of all Vaishnavas. All glory is to the blissful Lord who is free from anger. It is proper for you to forgive the offenses of the surrendered souls. I am the most sinful Chandala, like an ungrateful ass or cow. O Lord, please excuse all my offenses. After hearing Madhai's sincere prayers of love, Lord Nityananda smiled and spoke as follows. Get up, Madhai. You are my servant. I have now manifested in your body. Does a father feel unhappy if his little child hits him? I accepted your hitting my body in the same way. Anyone who hears your prayers will certainly become devoted to my lotus feet. Since you are the recipient of my Lord's mercy, there is no trace of fault in you. One who worships Lord Chaitanya as my life and soul, I protect such a person forever. So once someone surrenders to the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda, whatever happened before is inconsequential. It doesn't matter. We don't consider. If you consider Vaishnava's past, that is greatly sinful. I am never pleased with one who sings my glories and worships me, but does not worship Lord Chaitanya. Such a person suffers birth after birth. After speaking in this way, the Lord happily embraced Madhai, who thus became freed from all distress. Grabbing the Lord's lotus feet, Madhai again spoke, O Lord. He said, I have one more appeal. O Lord, you reside in the hearts of all living entities, and I have committed violence against many of them. I do not know everyone that I have hurt. If I knew them, I could beg their forgiveness. How will I get the blessings of all those whom I have offended? O Lord, if you are kind to me, then please instruct me in this regard. The Lord said, listen as I tell you the means. Construct a bathing ghat on the bank of the Ganges. That ghat is known as the Madhai ghat. When people happily take bath in the Ganges, they will all bless you. Serving the Ganges will counteract your offenses. What could be more fortunate for you than this? Humbly offer your obeisances to everyone, then all your offenses will be forgiven. Receiving the Lord's instructions, Madhai then circumambulated the Lord and departed. Tears flowed from his eyes as he chanted the name of Krishna. Everyone watched as he built a ghat on the bank of the Ganges. People were greatly astonished on seeing this. Madhai then offered obeisances to everyone. Please bless me and forgive me for the offenses that I knowingly and unknowingly committed. Seeing Madhai cry, everyone began to cry in ecstasy as they remembered Govinda. Everyone heard. Nimai Pandit transformed Jagai and Madhai into exalted personalities. On hearing this, everyone was astonished and said, Nimai Pandit is not a human being. Sinful persons blaspheme him without understanding. Nimai Pandit is engaged in real glorification of the Lord. Nimai Pandit is a true servant of Lord Krishna. Anyone who criticizes him will be ruined. One who can rectify the mentality of these two must be either the Supreme Lord or empowered by the Supreme Lord. Nimai Pandit is not a mortal being. Now his glories have become manifest. The people of Nadia discussed in this way and thereafter avoided the company of those who blaspheme the Lord. Madhai performed most severe austerities and soon became known there as Brahmachari. Wow. Pretty high. So one reason that Jagai and Madhai appeared in such a way, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda had their pastimes with those two, especially with Madhai, was so that people would not criticize Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because people who criticized Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would fall down. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to do a trick so that people would respect him, and so one of the tricks was that he saved Jagai and Madhai. Of course, another trick we'll hear about in the future was his taking sannyas. So he constantly saw the Ganges while living at that ghat on the riverbank. He took a shovel in his hand and personally worked there. Even today, everyone proclaims Madhai's ghat as the evidence of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. In this way, the two became greatly glorified as the two rogues who were delivered by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. The topics of Madhya, wherein the deliverance of the two great atheists is described, are just like nectar. Lord Gaurachandra is the cause of all causes. Only a cheater becomes distressed on hearing this. The topics of Lord Chaitanya are the hidden treasure of the four Vedas. Listen attentively to how and where the Lord performed his pastimes. Accepting Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet. Now, thus ends the English translation of the Gaudiya Bhasha, commentary on Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya, chapter 15, entitled Descriptions of Madhavananda's Realization. That's Madhai, for those of you who don't know. That was his original name, Realization. Chapter 16, the Lord's acceptance of Shuklambara's rice. Let's see if we're going to go ahead on this. Maybe, I was thinking, maybe we should end here for now and take questions, because this is the last class at this time that I'm going to be giving. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to be giving the Sunday program class, which is Gaura Purnima in the temple room, and that'll be about a little earlier, but this is the last regular class I'm going to be giving. So, just so we have an even place to start when I start again, by last class, I mean not forever and ever and ever and ever. What I mean is that tomorrow is Gaura Purnima, so the class will be on Gaura Purnima a little bit earlier, which I'll send the notice out for. But then after that, I am going to Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, etc., and we are not going to be able to have our regular classes at that time. We're going to have classes, whenever I give a class, I send a notice out, the text message out, and you'll all know that I'm giving a class. And some of the classes will be roughly at this time, give or take an hour or two, because that's the way it works out in the early morning in Australia and New Zealand. And some of the classes will be later or earlier, and some of the classes will be in the early morning, whatever. Anyway, I think you understand. They're all going to be at weird times, so it's not going to be a regular class. So I think just to end on an even chapter, which is chapter 16, we will, let me just go back, chapter 16, the Lord's acceptance of Shuklambara's rice, that we will take some questions now and try to end early, because I had a big day today and I have a lot of things to do, preparation to leave, a program tomorrow and everything like that. So we're stopping and sharing, and we will allow you to unmute yourselves. Hold on a second. Okay, so anyone who wants to unmute yourself, you can raise your hand, you can unmute yourself, or you can type in the chat window, all of which I am able to see at this particular juncture. So anyone have any questions, given that this is the last of the regular classes for some time? Anything that's been bothering you, or anything you'd like to know about Krishna consciousness? Rakesh, you have a question?
Please accept my humble obeisances.
Okay.
Good. The question is, in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, in previous chapter, it is in the purport it is written, if you hear the holy name or you chant the holy name, it has the same effect. So,
yes.
Then why do we chant? We can simply hear.
Why? Because it's the instructions of Krishna's devotee, the instructions of Krishna, the instruction that we're supposed to do everything. You could say, yeah, they do. It does have the same effect, but we apply the effect in accordance with the words of the doctor. Just like you have many medicines with the same effect, but you take them according to the prescription and the description of the doctors. So that's really important. So and so that connects us with Krishna. Otherwise, we don't have bhakti unless we connect through Krishna's pure devotee, which is the spiritual master or acharyas in the line of disciplic succession. But basically, chanting and hearing are both connections with Krishna. However, by doing both, chanting and hearing, you get to smarnam a lot easier. That's another explanation. Because it's Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smarnam. Although both have absolute potency, if we want to remember, it's easier if we also chant. Just like right now, I'm giving class, so sometimes I will just read the books, but when I speak and explain, then I remember and I realize a lot faster and easier. Even in the material world, they say that if you study a subject matter, you probably forget about 70% of it pretty quickly. If you practice it, you remember. I don't remember the exact proportions, but you practice it, then you may get up to about 70 or 80%. But if you teach it, then you get close to 100%, or at least over 90. So in this way, it's more effective as far as implanting remembering Krishna, because the whole point is yaksmarat pundarikaksham, to remember Krishna. And the way to remember Krishna best is hearing, chanting, and of course serving, the 9 processes of devotional service, which you can become perfect executing any one of the 9. However, and there are examples too, but all the processes are dependent on hearing, but the more processes we execute, the quicker advancement, or the better April we're going to be able to remember Krishna. That's why. All right?
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So, who else has a question? This is your opportunity. Because usually when I'm traveling, I don't really take questions online because we have a big audience. So even though I'm going to be broadcasting online, broadcasting on Zoom and Facebook and YouTube simultaneously like I'm doing right now, still now is an opportunity for questions. So, going once? No questions. Okay. Anyway, thank you all for joining us, and we'll be seeing everybody on the internet. And if you're interested in seeing an interesting class about Lord Chaitanya's compassion, you can go to my Facebook page or YouTube to see today's class that I gave at a program where we had an installation for Shri Shri Gaura Madhai. Okay, thank you very much. All glories to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta.